For the project, we decided to divide the problem in different scenarios. First is the one without a regional distribution. Um, and this is with two different kinds of refueling. It's the automatic when the level of the inventory is less than one specified, and the other is in a periodical time. All of this is made first by the theoretical calculation that we made. The other two scenarios is with a regional distributed that can be Miami and also Panama. After all of this, we executed and we get the results, and after all this, the conclusions. The first thing we made it was the theoretical calculating to see all the costs and how it's going to be for each country. Also, we made all the calculating of the safe stock and the time that is required and the quantity of boxes that had to be for each one of the requests. We made this first in the scenario without a regional distributed for each one of the countries, and we made the costs that we will be in a year. Then we made it in the other scenarios like Panama and Miami. We made the same, the quantity of save stock and the quantity to request, the quantity of boxes that are going to travel, and the time between each one of the requests. Um, Also, we calculated all the costs in each country and the total costs. Doing this in the theoretical way, we see that it is the best doing it without a regional distributed, because in with a regional distributed we have too much more costs, but we're going to see it after all the simulation. Okay, our first scenario is the one without a regional distributed and making the refueled in an automatic way. Uh, the simulation shows the map of the world, but I'm going to remove it because it is too heavy for my machine. So I'm going to do it. So without the map, this is going very more fast. So it starts in the fabric. Well, in here all the boxes are getting out and getting into the containers. After this, it's one of the containers runs away in a truck where it's taken to the part where the boats are going to be filled with all the containers. For each country, we made a different port because each country has different settings. After getting out from here, they travel a lot, and they come. Some of them come to Central America and Caribbean. And for each one of the stars here, they get into the port of the country where each container is download and it's taken by trucks to the store that sells all the boxes. Here, there comes the containers and the boxes came out, and each client buys a box. And for each one of the stores, we made all of the results, like we can see the actual inventory and how does it moves in the time. I'm going to run this to see. Okay, after running out some time, we can see how the results are getting out. And this is the inventory. This is how the inventory is growing up. Also, we can see how the costs are distributed. At first, the transport costs are the biggest. Of course, this is going to change around the time, and at the end, the acquisition cost is the biggest because it is the cost of producing and the cost of operating in each store. Also, we can see the incomes, the net incomes. Right now, it is negative because we have too much more costs. This is made for each store, like El Salvador. Also, we have here the total of incomes, the total of costs, and the net incomes. Here is in Spanish. I'm sorry about that, but we made it here in Guatemala. We speak Spanish, so that's why we did it that way. I hope it's not a problem. Also, we have the how it's distributed in the countries. For the other way of refilling the inventory, the periodical, it is the same thing in the simulation, with the difference that the processes that make the calculating of the safe stock are not there, and the votes came out in a periodical time. The next scenario is with Miami as the regional distributed. Here is the same, the fabric and the stores, but it is different that in Miami it is a store stock of boxes, and here it came out to each one of the countries. In the last scenario with Panama, like a regional distributed, it is the same like in Miami, just that it's in Panama, and of course, all the costs change. As the final results, we made this table and this graphic that shows the difference between each one of the scenarios. We can see here that the scenario without a regional distributed and with a periodical field is the best because it has the biggest net incomes. Um, After this is coming the automatic refill. Uh, Also, we can see that the countries that generate more incomes are Guatemala and El Salvador. Also, they generate most costs, but this is because they produce more. And the one that doesn't produce almost nothing of incomes is Paraguay.